NYPD not telling us whether or not they believe it to be accidental or deliberate. However, the suggestion from them is that this is not linked to terrorism, which I'm sure will ease some fears.
Yeah, obviously you've got to bear in mind this happened just over an hour ago, so it's a still incredibly fresh, chaotic situation down there. You can see from the images now that they have controlled the area. That's the first thing they would do in a situation like this. Well, after treating the injured people, of course. We understand from the fire department of New York that one person died in this incident and that they are counting at the moment 12 injuries in what appears to be certainly a motor vehicle incident. At the moment they'll be trying to figure out whether it was an accident or whether they're treating this now as a crime scene, and of course whether there are any potential links to terrorism. We've been asking that question to the New York Police Department. We haven't had a very clear answer just yet, but I don't think there's anything to be read into that. It's obviously a very chaotic situation. One US official has told the Reuters news agency that they believe this isn't linked to terrorism. The Associated Press news agency has been told by the authorities that the driver who was arrested at the scene has been tested for alcohol. So you don't have to have been to Times Square to know that it's incredibly congested with pedestrians and cars pretty much any hour of the day. So any situation that involves a speeding car, witnesses there saying they thought it could have been travelling up to 30 miles an hour. It's rare that cars get to that any kind of speed like that in that area. Must have been incredibly alarming and obviously very damaging to the people who were in its path. The car itself very extensively damaged there, mounted the curb. We understand it's a Honda Accord. The front is completely ruined, the back, the trunk, the boot is open. The driver has been arrested and we understand being tested for alcohol. But a chaotic situation that the authorities now just trying to get a handle on and work out exactly what happened. But from what we're hearing at the moment, they seem to be saying it doesn't appear to be terror related.
At the same time, Amanda, we're just hearing that the FBI is now working with NYPD to investigate the incident itself. Just give us an idea, for those who haven't travelled as regularly as you to New York City, just the extent of the security around there. On the one hand, it's a tourism hotspot. Plenty of people go there. But on the other, as a result of that, perhaps, it becomes an immediately attractive target for those who would wish to do America harm.
It does, and you can see from the images now on the screen, you can probably spot just to the right of the centre those bollards. All of these things are put in place to try and control traffic, obviously, but also to try and control any kind of incident like this that might get out of control. The whole area is really designed for pedestrians. It's designed for tourists to be in there. This happened, we understand, on the corner of 45th and Broadway. So lots and lots of people around this big tourist area. We're verging on the weekend now, so absolutely packed at any time on this area. And of course, in New York, there is always that mind on security, trying to temper that with accommodating for tourism as well. But really, the FBI being involved at this stage is not unusual. They need to ascertain that this is not terror related, that they have an idea and that they can contain this situation.
Amanda, thanks very much indeed.